I can't believe this video is happening. So if you followed me for a while, you would know that I love productivity systems. I'm a little bit obsessed, not with working harder, but with working smarter. And honestly, I think I need to dedicate this video to all my Minerva friends because they were raving about this app called Notion. It was how people were taking class notes, it was how they were organizing their life in San Francisco, their budgeting, their food, their meal prep, everything. And I can remember looking at it and thinking, that's too complicated for me. I like being productive, but I'm not super organized. But I downloaded it and I forced myself to just have a little look. And Notion is changing my life. Slash already has changed. The way I plan my YouTube content, the way I'm more intentional about journaling, the way I'm able to store ideas and reflect on books and podcasts I've listened to. But I know this software can seem overwhelming, which is why when Notion, as in actual Notion, asked me if I wouldn't mind giving you a little tour of my Notion setup and kind of showing you how I use it, this is one of my dream collaborations. I am just in shock. I'm so grateful. I really hope you enjoy this video and find it useful. And I'm going to be leaving some of my templates down below in the description so you can just edit some of my pages and make them your own. So, welcome to my life, the hub. Here you can see this is everything that's going on in my life right now. From the YouTube side to the academic side to some continuous things I'm trying to update every few days or throughout the week. This is where I keep my inspiration. This is my life. Let's write you guys a message right now. That's just a cute comment to me. There you go. Okay, so I genuinely use this page today, every single day. I also have it over here in my favorites, and the way I did that is just up here, I just click favorited. Here you can see Berlin as a bit of inspo. And every single day I update this to-do list. I don't like to often micromanage my time. I like to blurt it out and get it done, which is why I find this useful for me personally. And then I sort of just delete them as I don't need them. And then if I want a super productive day, like for example today, I will time to time track it. So for example, today, then the time I'm going to start doing it, the task name, the duration, how long I'm going to do it until, is it done? Did I skip it? Did I miss it? And then I can move on to the next day. And what's so great about Notion is if I just put this little slash, I suddenly get an option of all these blocks that I can use. For example, text, I just want to type, hello. If I click table, I can make this table right here, right now, just like that daily tracker I made. I don't know, I can call it weekly tracker. And then I could be like day of the week. Then I can be like Monday, yoga in the morning, for example. I can create this as something recurring. Resources. Let's say every Monday I want to do this. Awaken the artist within, yoga with Adrian. I just copy that, paste that into here, embed link. And already you can see in about 30 seconds, I'm starting to build up this weekly tracker. But it is so easy and so intuitive to build these blocks. And I really like that it is a whole block. Each of these to-do points is treated as its own block that I can just easily move. I can make it a subtask. So that's today. And I also have month overviews. I started doing this in August, but this is also a favorite that I put over here. So August overview, this is where I will plan my high-level priorities for the whole month. I can review every single week what I want to do. I can review at the end of the month, the start of the month. For example, I'm trying to hire an editor this month. I'm almost there, which is really cool. So that's like a high-level priority, and then I can break that down into all the week and sort of how I can move towards those high-level goals. I'm currently in week 4, I can tick this off. Right here for you now, I'm going to show you, so I've made a template for my new month. So if I just click new month overview, look at this, oh my God, amazing. So what shall I say? Let's say September overview. September priorities. Settle into Berlin. And then I can sort of put all my priorities there for the whole month. It's kind of simple, but it's just a structured way for me to blurt down ideas. Back to my life. I haven't really got much here. I've just got some templates that I stole from other people online. I haven't really added that much here yet, but when I go to university and I work out with my housemates how we want to do cooking, I'd quite like to add a meal prep calendar. Careers, this is really interesting. I have parts of my cover letter that I've found to be successful and like how I presented them. Overall career trajectory. I have this career checklist for this year. Basically any ideas, any inspiration I have to do with my career, I can just put it in here. Just all centralized to one place. Work experience. I made this table for work experience where I'm trying to note down everything I've done. Something that's really cool about Notion is when you do these tags, I could now filter this. So for example, I wanted to only see the type of work experience that relates to marketing. And now all of a sudden, all of the marketing ones are here for me to just quickly see. And this people database is something I'm desperate to build up. I just haven't put the time into it yet. You know, when you're trying to network and like be a professional adult, I mean, I can't really relate, but I'm trying. When you make these connections, it can actually be quite hard to remember who you've met and the last time that you spoke to them, what you talked to them about, common threads in the conversation. So the idea in this people's database is I list every contact I've ever met. For example here, the manager of my internship, she is a professional contact. I am going to keep in contact with her. I can tag the kind of sector and then I can keep track of meeting notes. And then it is also programmed such that, say I want to check in with her every 6 months, I can put that in here and it will give me a reminder note in 6 months if we've not spoken. See here, I need to contact her on October 15th and it will give me a reminder to send her a check-in email. Now that is good networking. That is keeping that mentorship going. So coming back to my life, that's what the people section is for. Not gonna lie, I haven't really fleshed out my habit tracker and my budgeting that much, but I will. That is something I'm gonna do before uni. Where should we go next? I don't know, I feel like academics a big one, but they're all big ones because that's just life. Okay, so I didn't use Notion for my class notes last year. So this is gonna be new to me, but let me show you. So I have this uni hub over here. I've just embedded it into my life as well. I've put my classes for this semester here, current classes, and one day when I've taken loads of different classes, it will be built up here, like a list of everything I've taken. But for now, they're just here. And I got this class notes section, which is also over here. And this is where, when I'm preparing for any class, I'll put it in here because it's just easier and I'm just scattered and I need no friction. But this is so intuitive that, say for example, I made some notes for SS 110. If I now go into SS 110, I have programmed this section to only show me the SS 110 notes, which is where you just click filter and you just say where the class is SS 110, show me them here. Which means whenever I come on this course page and I've put my syllabus here, put my course link, got my professor, blah, 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 then it will just show me the notes. I've also got some quick links to my Google Calendar, my Google Drive, my Minerva Hub. So for example, I just click that, really easy, and it'll draft this up. Equally, you know, just click registrar and oh my God, it takes me right here. Because most of my friends use Notion, I've also got a roommate space. Here I put the PDF of my residential agreement. We're going to have our rules. We have to make a signed roommate agreement, which I'll put here. And again, it just centralizes it. And you can also @ your friends and be like, @Gabriel, do the washing up, mate. Like, it's your turn. And then there's also this really cool paired calendar where you can put in dates like, oh, move-in day. So yeah, this is my uni hub. My aim is to make a template here. So let's create a template so that every time I have a class, pretty much the whole structure of how I want my class notes is already prepared for me. Something I'm so excited to use Notion for is its toggle feature, which is kind of like a flashcard, but built within Notion. The idea is you can use spaced repetition, you can use active recall. For example, let's use this toggle thing. I don't know. Is Notion free for students? Question mark. Then I have to ask myself, oh my God, is it? Then bam, the toggle. Yes, use your .edu email. Wink. So there it is, it's just a toggle, which I find really useful. So for every class we do, we have something called a study guide, which is basically a bunch of questions that we have to be able to answer before we can get into the class. So I'm going to turn this into a heading, and then I'm also going to make a section for class notes. So let's say, oh my God, I have a class tomorrow, I want to do my readings, I want to go through it. I can just click new class notes, bam. And here it is, study guide. I can just type in my question, blah, 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 type in the answer, da, 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 during class, type in my class notes, put in the title of the class. Here it is. I can upload any documents, put any links in, and it's that easy. Cool, so that's academics, and then I'm also gonna keep my favorite readings here, just anything I wanna go over or do further reading into, which leads me quite nicely onto my learn, explore, and reflect. Now I call this my forest of inspiration, which is quite dramatic, I know. So here I've just noted down some of my own interests for me. Here I can add new sections to my life, but for now, this is it. Here's some things I've just had on my brain where I'm like, oh Jade, you should look this up more. I haven't updated this in a while, but I love this Kanban view. So here's books I want to read. If I'm reading them at the moment, I'll shove them into currently reading. And then when I finish them, I can put them here. But then I can also open it and I can add some notes and be like, wow, this was so enlightening. I can add like a link to the book, or I can add whatever I like. And I think in terms of reflection, it's so useful to have it all in one place for every book you've ever read. Recipes, again, my aim is to fill up this inspo section. Short stories, this is a bit random, short stories, but I help run a creative writing society at my uni, so that's just something I wrote. And then all of these are just random places for me to write reflections about my life. And here I have end of lockdown reflections, and it's set up in this really easy to form gallery view. You can add a cute photo if you want. It's like kind of like a diary. Quotes, oh, I've just added a few quotes here. Yeah, and I just found I would always use the notes on my phone, that notes app, and then never find anything ever again. So this just centralizes it. Okay, I'm gonna come back to Berlin because I'm still building that. Daily journal. This is something I started in August. I'm so excited to do it more consistently. Let's make one right now. Daily journal. I purposely didn't do it this morning, so casual magic reflection prompt, and I will leave this as a template if you want to use it. What am I doing today? Filming Notion video. Can you believe it? What else am I doing? I'm not really doing much. Berlin prep. And so this morning, what am I looking forward to today? Filming my Notion setup. 3 things I'm grateful for this morning. What would make today great? And then at night, and this is my favorite bit, this is where it becomes a journal. You can write a little short story of a moment that happened today, basically some casual magic, why not? 3 amazing things that happened, things that can make the day better, favorite moments, can build a habit. And you know what, in life, the days just go past. So I think it's really beautiful to be able to reflect on it intentionally. Today. Okay, back to my life. I haven't really used this that much, but when I do a research project, I just like having a space for that. Kind of the same with the pet projects. There's nothing here yet, but when I have ideas, I think it's useful to just chuck them somewhere. Online courses, here are some skills that I want to learn. And then when I pick up a course, I can just fill it in here and keep my notes in one place. Travel planning. Again, I'm such a scatty human, so this is just really useful. When am I flying? Where am I flying to? Here's my flight details, important documents. For example, my visas, podcast inspiration. I love podcasts so much, especially Akimbo, it's one of my favorites. And yeah, I just realized I'd be listening to them so much. I'd have all these incredible insights. And then I just wouldn't centralize it anywhere, so I'd never revisit it. And then I just sort of forget and have to like listen to it again. So the idea here is just I recount whatever I've gained. I can open it up, I can write more here. Just quick insights, themes, a link to the episode if I want to listen to it again. And what I often do is I'll just put the notes in my Apple Notes and then transfer them over here whenever I have a moment. We're nearly there. Okay, so YouTube. This system has changed the way that I plan and make videos. As I say, I don't think I'm a very organized person. I really have to put a lot of effort in to be organized. I'm just very spontaneous, which doesn't work well when you have to plan content. And I found I'd often have video ideas and just have nowhere to put them. So I'd either forget the ideas or just never look at them again. So here is the roadmap. I have not started, which is basically, I just chuck any video idea I have here. And then I just shift it over when I start working on it and when I start writing a script or doing research. And then I can just shove it into complete when it's done. And you'll see this is many of the videos I've ever posted. I find it so useful. I can comment to myself. I sort of, this is my video. This is my video. This is the video that you've watched in its bare bones. I just really like writing. I find this really useful. And I use that so frequently that I put it here in my favorites, which again, you just click this one. I have a social media content calendar, which I clearly have not used much this month, but I find is useful to have so I can just schedule when videos are going to go up. If I do eventually use an editor, I think it could be useful to collaborate there and at people and comment. And then, because I am trying to hire an editor, I have centralized the applicant system through applicant, round 2 and round 3. Yeah, this has been so useful to me. Just to show you an example one, I have the stage. So for example, they're round 2, the number that they are on the spreadsheet I built, their email, their experience level, CV, the priority that I'm viewing them with, the quality of their answers to questions and projects. And you know what? I think that is my life for now, which seems like a lot. And it seems kind of intimidating. And if you use Notion already, I feel like this just gives you inspiration. But if you've never used it before, as I say, I had this app on my laptop and I just didn't really use it. This video is very much a tour instead of teaching you. There are so many videos on YouTube. I'm pretty sure Ali Abdaal is a big stan of Notion, so check him out. I think you need to do two things. I think you just need to invest a little bit of time into learning, watch a few YouTube videos, and don't just watch the videos, but build as you watch. So watch the video and then add that section into your own Notion. And then secondly, you have to be consistent in adopting it into your lifestyle. If you've built a journal and then you never use it once, either the design and the layout just doesn't really work for you, or you've just not tried it. So one of those two things. If you're just starting with Notion, I really recommend just getting familiar with pages. Like, all I did for the first few months of using this was my videos idea roadmap. That's all I used. I hope this shows you how organized you can be through using Notion. One app and you can do all those different features of all these different aspects of your life. And if you're really disorganized and generally lazy, I feel that. That's me. This isn't me naturally. I'm just making myself do it, and it's helpful. To download Notion, literally just click the link in my description. It's free if you're a student. And yeah, good luck organizing your life. Also, hi, hello Notion. I literally love everything you do. Thank you for changing my life. Have a beautiful day. Bye.